Am I actually live? Oh, it worked. Hey, am I actually live?
You are.
Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to my first ever live Q&A. As the title says, this is off limits, nothing off limits. So feel free to grill me, ask me things that I don't know, might even make me feel a bit uncomfortable. I'm just ready for it. Just hit me where it hurts, you know? I love this kind of stuff. No limits, baby. Just wait until a few more people get here. Guys, can you hear the audio? If you can hear the audio, just give me some kind of signal. Babe, do you want to check?
Yeah.
How big is my tahini collection? Audio is good. Good. Okay, we're live. We good. We Gucci. We hear you. Am I half Italian? No, bruh. I'm half Persian. And you know what they say, once you go Persian, there's no other version. I think many people will attest to that. Okay, let's start with this question. How was it to settle down into a relationship? I have PPD and it's hard to get me into a relationship. If I'm being honest, I think this is a good thing for me to start with. I haven't been in a serious relationship for the last 5 years, and I am now. Many of you know who she is. She's probably going to join us in a minute. In fact, she is going to join us in a minute. And yeah, for anyone else that struggles with mental health problems like I do, as in, you know, very bad depression, anxiety, that kind of stuff, pretty much my whole life. Relationships are something that I've been extremely afraid of, purely because I didn't want to bring anyone else into my life and kind of make them suffer with me, if that makes sense. It will make sense to some of you if some of you get it. And yeah, my previous experiences is that when I fall in love with someone, I would just push them away because there was just a big fear there. I don't know, there was something during lockdown that, thank God, allowed me to open my heart and take the leap, you know? Take the leap. I feel like if I was editing this, I would have zoomed in on my face right then, but I feel kind of lost without my zooms. Is there any way to zoom with live? I'm assuming there's not. Also, guys, considering this is British summer, even though the weather outside is a pile of shit. Okay, this just got demonetized. Whatever. We're just going to go with swear words. It is British summer, so I do actually have some locally grown cherries, which I'm going to munch on throughout this video. So this can kind of be a mukbang. Mukbang. You know what I'm chatting about. Let's see if it's good. Really, babe, they're good. Okay. Can I ever imagine having, by the way, I just want to say before I answer this one, this, I want you guys to ask me anything you want. So you can ask me anything personal, ask me anything about nutrition. I know I don't talk that much about nutrition on my channel anymore, just for personal reasons. I prefer to keep it more lighthearted, more about the enjoyment of food, give you guys a little bit of entertainment and escapism. But if there's any nutritional things as well, don't forget that's my past. That's my, what is it? It's my trade. It's what I studied and practiced. So yeah, feel free to hit me with whatever you want to ask. Can we meet your girlfriend? Yeah, she's going to join us in a minute. I just locked her in the cupboard for a little bit. Are you straight or bi? Straight. I want to talk about the question. Someone just asked me a question. What do I think of open relationships? If I'm being honest, they're not for me. You know, if other people want to, yeah, basically they're just not for me. I can't imagine, like, is it polyamorous? polygamous. I'm really bad with words. That really needed an edit. But yeah, I'm not. If I'm in love with someone, I'm in love with that one person, and I think there's something very sacred between two people being in love, and you only sharing your body, your heart, your soul with that one person in that kind of way. So open relationships, not for me. What do I think of Freely's video about me? Did she make a new one about me? Can you check? I mean, no, the video Freely made about me was more about Abby Sharp. And if I'm being honest, me and Freely, I would class Freely as a friend. Something that you guys don't know is that, yeah, there's many things that me and Freely disagree on. But she has been very supportive of me and very kind to me, very guiding. And in the summer when I needed to kick up the arse, when I felt like I'd got to a place where, you know what I'm like I always speak my mind. I always pride myself on just speaking the truth no matter what. And I kind of got to a wall with that where I felt like I was entertaining, but kind of treading on eggshells around subjects which I wouldn't normally. And Freely gave me a kick up the butt in a nice way. And we had a really good communication about that. So the video she made about me was just pretty much about Abby Sharp, and I agree with most of what she said. So that's cool. Freely has always, again, been a big motivation to me. Has she? No. Okay, that's the old one. Freely, turn me vegan. I love her for that. Let's leave it like that. What's your favorite TV series at the moment? We're not really watching anything at the moment. But my favorite, like I've said before, the things that take me to I need a form of escapism. Not so much now that I'm in a serious relationship, but before, like when I was living here alone, in the evenings, whether I was filming, whether I was editing, I would need a good form of escapism. And so I need something quite drastic. So I love Homeland. I love 24. Killing Eve, love it, watched it all twice. How to Get Away with Murder. I keep saying this. I feel like not enough people understand me when I tell you the power of How to Get Away with Murder, and especially with all of the Black Lives Matter and racial equality and things that are being brought up in the world right now. I really suggest watching that because race plays a big role in it, and it's really powerful as well. And of course, I come from someone who is mixed race, as in not black and white, but like Persian and white, and I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I understand it and I appreciate it. If you know what I mean. I feel like that doesn't make sense, but yeah. What's my favorite book? I think I've spoken about this before, but my favorite book is... I haven't read that many books, but one that really changed my life, I was just telling Jill about this the other day. It's a really simple book, and it's called Who Moved My Cheese, and it's basically for people like me who get very stuck in their ways, and like I previously in life have found change very difficult. I was a very regimented person, and this very small book is about being fluid. It's about making change. You can read it in 15 minutes, but like the information and the power you'll get from it is priceless. That's the word, not powerless, priceless. Gonna continue with these cherries. Guys. Can't even tell you. Am I really blood type A for almond butter? No, mofos. I'm blood type T for tahini. But no, I'm actually blood type O. I'm actually universal donor. But story time, I'm actually not allowed to donate blood because of the medical condition I had called pheochromocytoma. It's very, very, very dangerous. So I'm not allowed to like give blood to other people, unfortunately. Give other parts of my body, just not blood. Have you ever used tahini in a sexual situation? Not yet. Can I speak Persian? I don't speak Persian. I know all the bad words. I could sit here and swear in Persian for the next hour if you want me to. But probably could not have proper convo, you know. Best tips for depression. In my personal experience, my medicine for depression is exercise, number one. Of course, nourishing your body with good food, number two. And I think the most powerful thing for me with my mental health is love. I feel like love is the cure of everything. Love is the most powerful emotion. Love can pretty much heal anything. And I don't just mean love like in a relationship. Like I mean love with everyone, love with your friends, love with family, and showing other people unconditional love has really, which I know I can come on here and be very opinionated and a little bit naughty and stuff. But like, I think the one good thing that I have, quality I have, is always showing other people unconditional love, even people that do me wrong. And I think that's helped me. Yeah, it kind of gives you purpose. And also, this is a big thing that I always talk about, is if you do struggle with any kind of mental health, addiction, whatever, use it to your advantage. Use it to create. Whenever I'm depressed or anxious, these are always the times when I find my creative energy. And I feel like if you look at a lot of people that are creative, whether they're artists, poets, photographers, whatever they're doing, movie makers, songwriters, all pretty much most creators will be able to tell you that a lot of their best work has come from places of darkness, and you can turn that into light through using those emotions and allowing your brain to get to another place. I feel like that's been really powerful for me over the years. So yeah, rather than fighting it, use the tips that I gave, but also embrace it and use it to your advantage, for sure. Does your girlfriend eat the same diet as you? Yeah, at the moment, I mean, we don't follow any, both exactly the same. She's going to come on in a minute and you'll meet her, even though most of you already know who she is. It's kind of strange for me because I used to watch her on YouTube before I even thought of starting YouTube. And then she found me through YouTube and then contacted me. And then I was like, whoa, she follows me. And then it's kind of confusing. But yeah. But do we eat the same? I don't feel like anyone eats the same as me in the world, because I don't think anyone would actually consume as much tahini and nut butter as me, apart from Nutty Foodie Fitness. One of my best friends, Stephanie, I'm sure a lot of you know her. She can literally down a 600-gram jar of peanut butter with her finger in 10 minutes. Trust me, seen it happen. But yeah, we at the moment are eating very high raw. It's not something that I follow all the time. It's just because it's summer. The fruit has been amazing. The watermelons have been incredible. Yeah, so we're eating a lot of fruit during the day, kind of like as the first meal, a lot of fruit, a lot of cherries, a lot of locally grown stuff, but also my usual savory meals. Like I'll definitely do an updated full day of eating next week. So it's still pretty high raw, but a lot of greens, a lot of broccoli, a lot of kale, nuts, seeds. Still obviously using my Vivo protein pretty much every single day. Which, by the way, link down below if you haven't tried the new flavors. I'd recommend the salted caramel. And still using my air fryer. The funny thing is, guys, you think I'm joking. I bought the air fryer for that video, just putting stupid things in the air fryer, which I'm so glad so many of you enjoyed. And if you want part 2, let me know. There are many things I haven't put in there yet. Cherries, glass of water, iPhone. None of these things have been in the air fryer yet. So there's always room for round 2. But yeah, I still use my air fryer a lot. What is your age? Mentally 13. And I'm fed up of saying my actual age because no one believes me anyway. Do you play an instrument? I can play the triangle. I was trying to buy your tahini. Doesn't seem to be fixed to Czech Republic. It will be fixed soon. The reason we haven't been shipping to every single country in the world yet, like Australia, South America, blah, 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 is purely because we don't want to do you wrong. We want to make sure we're doing trial runs, that the postage is safe, that the jars are perforated. Is that the right word? Guys, I'm going for a word. I don't know what it is. That they're insulated enough so that they get there safely. And also because we're thinking of the postage costs for you guys. Like, it's very good quality tahini, and it is the world's best. The link's below again. It's literally, isn't it the best, babe? Come on.
It's the best.
It's the best. It's the best. It's the best. You
Why?
can multiple uses. Put it on pretty much everything and everyone. But yeah, we're thinking more about you and getting it reasonably shipping price, because of course we don't control the cost of prices to other countries. So yeah. Has Jill met your parents, vice versa? Jill's met my whole family, and they all love her. They love her more than they love me. I feel kind of neglected, if I'm being honest. Most handsome guy in the world. I don't know who you're watching. Clearly not me. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Ooh. Funnily enough, it's not going to be any vegan YouTubers. I do watch some vegan YouTubers. There are some that I really love and some that I really don't, because I just feel like they need to be taken off the internet. But I like people that make me laugh. If I'm being honest, I watch Denzel Dion. I'm pretty sure you know him. Ricky Thompson makes me crack up, makes me die. Recently, I've been watching more documentaries, conspiracy theories, stuff like that. I feel like there's some really dark stuff going on in the world. There is a documentary that if I mention, this video is probably going to get demonetized. Babe, what is it called? Don't mention it? Okay, I won't mention it. But you probably know which one it is. Go and watch it. Did I get braces? No. I don't have perfect teeth at all. I've never had braces. Opinion on healthy... don't get me started. I'm not even going to reply to that. Bloody hell. Let's just put it this way. I can't stand people that push their unnecessarily restrictive way of eating on other people. Like, if you want to do that yourself and look like a shriveled up dinosaur by the age of 25, do you. Don't push it on other people, you know? Really, really pisses me off. And that wasn't just directly to one person. There's a group of them. There's a breed of them, one could say. Can you make more baking with Miles videos? Yes, I can. There's many more coming. The last couple of weeks, I haven't really... I took the breaks off filming mode for a couple of weeks, hence why I'm doing this live stream. I just wanted to come on here and connect with you guys and share a few things. But yeah, trust me, I'm more revved up than ever and ready to go. So there'll be many baking with Miles's coming, and all of the other videos you like, and also some stuff that might surprise you. I feel like I'm going to try and break some barriers and speak about some things that, well, you know what I'm like. I've always spoken about things that are kind of tabooed, especially in the vegan community. Like I remember when I first came on YouTube, and it was like a crime to say that the fat you eat is not the fat you wear, because everyone was convinced that if you eat like one walnut, you're going to get fat. And I just basically had to come on here and say, shut the fuck up, and tell people the truth. I'm not afraid to do so. Guys, these cherries, I actually can't. They're so good. Will you stay blonde for a while? Yeah, gonna stay blonde until my Persian father still stops making comments about my blonde hair. He's called me an albino. He's called me Eminem, even though he doesn't even know who Eminem is. It doesn't really make sense. He's called me many things, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to persist just to annoy my father. Carol Baskin. Have you ever been cheated on? Yes. Where does Jill live? Currently with me. That's all I can say. Why don't you have dogs? Because I'm a cat person. I love cats. I just love cats. I'm going to get a black cat. Helena's here. My girl, Helena. I knew she'd come through. She always comes through. What's your eye color? I don't know. I feel like this light's a bit deceiving. But basically, it's like greeny brown. Is it hazel? What would you call it?
It's green brown.
Green brown.
Yeah, some cherry here.
What's your favorite way to eat porridge? Right before bed. Guys, I'm actually going to eat porridge. Let me tell you something, right? If I eat porridge in the morning, I've said this many times before, and I'll say it many times again. I'm actually going to film myself doing a porridge mukbang in the morning, and then you will just see me pass out. It just puts me into a coma. It's like I've had a general anesthetic. I will never understand the people that eat oatmeal and then go to the gym, because if I eat oatmeal, I just go straight to sleep. It knocks me the fuck out, like completely. Like completely. Will you force your kids to eat a vegan diet? Well, the answer is yes, because essentially you are responsible for your child until they're what? I don't know. Is it 16? Is it 18? I don't even know. But basically, I don't understand. For me, that's a really stupid question. Like, no offense. But, you know, obviously the child is going to, like, my ethics, my beliefs. I'm not a vegan just for health reasons. Yes, I believe it can be very, very healthy, like the healthiest diet in the world if you're eating whole plant foods. But for me, it's more for ethical reasons. So, of course, if I have children, then I want to raise them with my own ethics, morals, values, etc. So, of course, I will raise them as a vegan. If, as an adult, they choose not to be, then I'll shoot them. No, I'm kidding. Then, like, that's their choice. But all I can do is... Anyways, we're talking about the future, guys. It's like... can you speak any other languages? I can speak fluent urban. What do you think about the Game Changers movie? Guys, I still haven't watched it. I haven't watched it.
Oh.
I'm not interested. I don't need to be convinced. Like, again, I want to make something very clear. There's a big difference, and this is not, favorite food to eat while you're high. You know the answer to that. Watermelon.
Ever.
Yeah, always. But yeah, Game Changers, I don't need convincing. And also, I feel very strongly that there's, yeah. Basically, all I'm saying is, for those of you that don't know, I have been a professional athlete. I've been in the world of professional sport since I was 12 to the age of 21 when I had to stop because of an injury. And I know that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. I don't need convincing. I have respect for everyone in that documentary. But also, I would point out, I know I'm assuming they showed a lot of athletes in that, but just in general, there's a big difference between a fitness model that just shows their abs and an actual athlete. Like, anyone can go to the gym and lift heavy things. That's not the same as being an athlete. An athlete is blood, sweat, tears. Like, you dedicate your life towards a certain task. For me, that was tennis. 6-7 hours a day training and giving up your whole life for that, and then compete. I competed for Great Britain for like until I was 21 when I had to stop. So yes, I will watch Game Changers, but like, side note, just get it in your head. There's a big difference between a fitness model and a real athlete. My mum goes to the gym, doesn't mean she's an athlete. I was going to say my grandma goes to the gym, but she's not actually alive anymore. She'd go to the gym, and she wasn't an athlete. What do I think about John Venus not being vegan? Do you guys really want me to talk about this? Let's face it, everyone wants me to talk about this. Me and John are still friends. Me and John are cool. I love John as a person. So I'll just say, as a backstory, when I first started YouTube, because of course, a lot of the other guys that are kind of big on YouTube, the other vegan guys, like Derek, like Brian, who I love both of them, and of course previously John. They started like a long time before me, and even when I had a very small channel and I only had like 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, John was the only one that reached out to me and was so supportive. And, you know, this YouTube for me, it's an individual thing. Like, I just do my thing. I don't really care what other people are doing. But you know, there is, you look like you're 19. How can you stop when you're 21? It's because I'm vegan, innit? No, like, yeah. There's a lot of going back to John. He was always very there. Trust me, there are people in this community, this online YouTube thing, that get threatened when new people kind of come on the scene and just weren't the kindest to me. But John was always very, very supportive of me, even when he didn't need to be. He's a good friend of mine. I will always love him. Do I agree with his choices? Not at all. But this is not something that I'm saying behind his back. I've said this to him. Like, we talk on WhatsApp. But I don't understand his reasons. I don't think anyone understands his true reasons, because he hasn't even explained it to, from what I understand, his other close friends and family. But I mean, there are many people that have changed their lifestyle over the years that I've been close to. Do I agree with what they're doing? No. Do I still love them as humans? Yes. And I do still love John. Where would you like to travel next? That's it's kind of not just my decision anymore. But I think Hawaii. Hawaii is like a big one for me. For us, where we haven't been yet. It's like I pretty much traveled the whole world when I was competing in tennis. And the States has always played a big part. It has a big role in my heart, always has done. Grew up in Florida, even though my accent is terrible. But Hawaii, I've never been to. And Christina recently moved there, as in fully raw Christina. We are actually really good friends. So yeah, me and Jill were thinking about possibly going out there when we can travel, maybe hanging out with Christina for a bit, or just going and eating fruit on the beach for a while. Hawaii, definitely on the list. Italy, definitely on the list. So many places, guys, so many places. Have I ever been to Brazil? Yes, and I loved it. Actually, it's funny because we were going through a photo album this morning of pictures of me in Brazil when I was like 17, 18. So it's kind of weird that you asked that. Do you know what happened to Emma? I don't know who that is. How long have you been with Jill? How long have you been together? 3 months?
Oh, 2.5.
2.5 months. 2.5 months. Have I ever been to Texas? Yes. I love Texas. I really love Texas. I love everywhere in the States. Everywhere. Like, I just adore the States. How did you and Jill meet? Okay, I'm going to bring her on in a minute because you're all asking questions about her. But basically what happened was, guys, do you know what? Do you actually know what? Yeah. These cherries. I can't. Describe Jill in 3 words. Ooh. Unique. I can't. There's no words to do her justice. I just can't. I can't. I was gonna say beautiful, amazing, talented,
Awesome.
awesome. That's a joke between us. Don't know. She's just. I feel like she's not even human. She's just a different species. I've never met anyone else like her in my life. But we met because I knew her through social media. I had a crush on her. Never knew she knew who I was. Then I guess my channel kind of exploded a little bit. And then she started watching my videos and reached out to me. Then we communicated for like 1.5 years, and I kind of kept pushing her away because I was afraid of like a proper relationship. But then during lockdown, cockdown, everything just changed. I'm really, really grateful for lockdown. Like I miss lockdown. Like I love lockdown. Like so much changed in my life during lockdown for the better. And I learned so many lessons as well. If you had to give up tahini or sex, which would it be? Ooh. Might have to be sex, babe. I'm sorry. No, I would say I can't choose. I can't. Both guys, both together. They both can come together. Yeah. Is it okay to feed your cat non-vegan? No, it's not. Cats can't be fed non-vegan, as far as I know, as far as I've been told. Cats are carnivore. Yeah, I think they are, pretty much. Yeah. What is your body count? Guys, if you want to know all these kind of questions, go over to my friend Anna's channel where she grilled me, when she did like asking questions girls are too afraid to ask. Oh no, asking guys questions girls are too afraid to ask, but she asked me. And I answered all this kind of crap in that video. And because it was so dirty, it got demonetized. So go and enjoy yourselves. What are your plans for the summer? I don't know. Right now, just taking it one day at a time. One day at a time, baby. But really, really excited for what's to come. Anna's video was the best ever. Anna's videos are all bomb. I taught her how to edit, so clearly they're bomb. Just saying. Just saying. Any diet tips for women with PCOS? Okay, I think this is a really... I'll crack down on this one for a little bit, because I know I get this question all the time, and I feel like I kind of shy away from it from a little bit, because everyone's so individual. Everyone has coming from a different background. But basically, PCOS is very polycystic ovarian syndrome. Is very linked with insulin resistance. So you almost want to treat it in the same way that you would treat type 2 diabetes. It's very hormonal. So obviously whole, nourishing plant foods, anti-inflammatory foods, foods which support female hormones as well. A good omega-3 to 6 balance, because you don't want to offset too much inflammation. So therefore, don't eat as much tahini as me. Still eat it every day, or your liquid gold, but eat it in moderation. Get in plenty of omega-3s from chia, flax, hemp on a daily basis. Yeah, refined sugar is probably one of the worst things you could eat for PCOS. Same with trans fats and certain saturated fats. But I think the answer always comes back to a whole foods plant-based diet. But on top of that, the mental side of things as well. Stress can really aggravate these problems, any health problems. Stress, in my opinion, is pretty much the #1 cause of most diseases. And this might be quite controversial, but I also personally believe that stress is the underlying factor with certain cancers as well, because stress does increase inflammation in the body. Inflammation is the start process of every single disease. Yeah. Again, it always comes back to eating a whole foods plant-based diet. And if you're going to ask which kind of whole foods plant-based diet, the thing is, different things work for different people. There is no one vegan diet for everyone. And anyone that tells you there is needs to shut the fuck up. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I mean, not right now, but I will continue to say it. Favorite restaurant? Guys, Black Cat in London, the best vegan burger and fries. The food is like amazing. Is there crack in your tahini? It's like crack. Check out my... Yes, I will admit, I did put some crack in the liquid gold. No, but honestly, guys, I'm so blown away by all of your feedback with liquid gold, because again, the reason we created it, me and my team, as in me, Fitzy, Josh, and Charlotte from Vivo Life, because we did it as a team. Because guys, if you didn't already know this, I don't have a business mind. Like, yeah, I can entertain and create things, but if it was up to me, I'd be giving the jars away for free. But that's why we created it, because we were so fed up of like me showing tahini on my channel, so many of you guys trying it, so many people hating it because you try the bitter, thick, clay sludge, and we were just like, this is not right. Like, me coming from a Middle Eastern background, I know what proper runny authentic tahini is. I just spat on my computer a little bit, but I'm not even sorry. And yeah. So yeah, that's why we created it, because we wanted everyone to be able to experience the proper runny liquid gold experience, if you know what I'm chatting about. If you know what I'm saying. Do I prefer baths or showers? Ooh, in the winter, baths. In the summer, showers. To be honest, I don't have a bath right now, so I don't really have that option. But yeah. Any tips on trying to recover from amenorrhea while staying mainly on a vegan diet? Yeah, I mean, any woman that is not having your period, I don't care what anyone says. There's been many people that have said, "Oh, it's healthy not to get your period." Blah blah. It's not. It's not healthy for females to not get their period. Jill will come and talk about this more in a minute as well, maybe, with her experience with this. But yeah, I think it comes back to, there are many things that you need to think about. Number one, before I talk about diet, you have to address your lifestyle and stress, because trust me, the amount of females that I used to work with in clinic that had amenorrhea or just didn't have a period for whatever reasons, it wasn't even due to diet. Like, I would look at their diet and it would be perfect. They were eating adequate calories, carbs, fats, proteins, the whole shebang, whole foods, plant-based diet. But the rest of their life, stress, anxiety, lack of sleep, you know, all of these things can negatively impact your hormones and stress your body. So it's not just about food, but I think the number one thing with food is make sure you are eating enough. Don't forget, when your body is healing, you have more needs than just to maintain what your body needs. If you're healing your body, you usually need to eat more. And yeah, I would say make sure you are getting in enough. Of course, carbohydrates are always going to be your first and primary source of fuel. I've never denied that, but get in a lot of healthy fats, things like walnuts, avocados. Avocados, in my opinion, just the number one best food for female hormones and for your skin, etc. I've never put anything on my skin in my life. I'm not saying I have the best skin, but like, it's always been pretty good because I eat so many avocados. I know I'm supposed to be talking about women with amenorrhea right now, but just thought I'd make it about myself. Yeah, definitely adequate calories, plenty of healthy fats, good quality whole carbohydrates, and also take the stress off around food. Like, if you want to go out and eat a vegan burger and fries, go out and eat it and enjoy it. The stress around food in itself can sometimes cause the problem. So it is about the mindset, stress, you know, so try and implement things like meditation, gentle exercise, self-love, and of course, diet. It's not just about diet. Are you high or are you low? I'm high on life right now. Believe it or not, I'm not high on marijuanas of any sort currently. Someone asked me if coconut's a healthy food. Yes, coconut is a healthy food. Has many health benefits. Am I saying you should like eat a whole coconut a day and have so much saturated fat? No, but coconut is a healthy food. It has health benefits. In moderation, I think it's great. And I personally love, especially in the winter, I would eat more coconut because I make more like coconut curries. What else would I make? Coconut curries. The only thing I make for my friends when they come over is a coconut curry. I make the best coconut curry. Guys, you don't understand how good these cherries are. I'm actually dying a little bit. Tips on starting YouTube. I was talking about this with someone yesterday. Guys, let me tell you this once and for all. The only way to start YouTube, because everyone asks me, and so many YouTubers have asked me as well. Trust me, a lot of YouTubers that you probably know have reached out to me and said how to be successful on YouTube, how to keep an audience engaged, how to this, how to that, how to tap into the algorithm. It's not about any of that. I don't think about when I upload my videos. I don't have any kind of strategy. My only strategy, I have a really big speech impediment with that, is just to be yourself. Be yourself. If you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to entertain, Be yourself. Don't try and copy anyone else's style. Do what you want to do. Do it unapologetically. If people love you, they'll love you. If they hate you, they'll hate you. I know that people either love or hate me, and that's fine because I'm being myself, and that makes this maintainable for me. I'm not pretending to be anyone else. Trust me, I know a lot of YouTubers that you'd be shocked to the core that they're so different in real life, and that's not vegan ones that I know, and that's not throwing shade towards them. It's just, in a way, I admire them because they, every time they film, they're playing a character, and if that character can entertain you, then great. But I just feel like it must be really, really fucking draining to not be yourself, which is why I'm just always myself, if you haven't already noticed. Can we please have a meetup at Eureka after the crisis? Yes, we can. Eureka is the best vegan ice cream in the world. Like, you have no idea. Is Christina a lot different in real life? No, Christina's amazing in real life. I mean, I don't know what you get from her videos, or how you guys perceive her. I know she does get a lot of hate. But all I'm gonna say is that, number one, these cherries are fucking amazing. All I'm gonna say is, do I agree with everything that she says? No, I don't agree with everything that everyone said. I look back at some of my old videos. I don't even agree with some of the stuff that I said. But I know her as a person, and she has a huge heart. She's an amazing human. She's being an amazing supportive friend to me. And I really, really love her as a human. I don't see her as Christina the YouTuber. I see her as Christina the human. And I really love her. And I think you guys should know by now, I'm a pretty good judge of character. I don't deal with BS. I can't be dealing with people that are two-faced and chat shit behind your back. My friends are only people that are legit, awesome, genuine people that are just themselves. That's the only way to be in life. And she's one of them. She's amazing. Really, really love her. I have a lot of respect for her as a person. Again, I'm not commenting on her videos because, to be honest, I haven't watched any of her recent ones. How are you so tan? Are you filming on your phone? Well, I'm half Persian, so I'm always going to be a little bit tan. But also, I've been eating so many Sharon fruit that I just went orange. Like, I just went orange. And if I have an addiction to orange foods, if it's not Sharon fruit, it's persimmon. Don't get me started, they're not the same thing. If it's not that, it's carrots. If it's not that, it's sweet potato. If it's not that, it's butternut squash. I'm just always orange. It's just the way it is, guys. It's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Would you grow a beard? Guys, does it look like I could ever grow a beard? It would actually take me about 4 years to grow a beard. I'm actually like still 14. Like, this is after about 5 days of not shaving. I'm very proud of myself. Have I tried golden kiwi? Yes, I tried golden kiwi like during lockdown. I'd never tried it before. And then my good friend Tess, as in Tess Begg, she who is awesome in real life, by the way. I know I was talking about YouTubers that are different off camera, but she's like an awesome type of different. Like, she's just such, like, we get each other. She's just such an awesome person and hilarious. And she was like, Miles, go and try those golden kiwis. And I did, and they were the best thing ever. And I love them. Really love kiwis. And then some of you guys gave me a bit of shit for eating the skin of kiwis. I don't know, I eat the skin of kiwis. Have I ever tried breadfruit? Nope. Right, I've actually got a question for you guys. I think I know the answer. What are your favorite videos from me? Do you prefer what I eat in a day, chilled out vlogs? Do you prefer my bedroom rants? What kind of videos are your favorite? Ooh. Ooh. Deep question. Did you see that? About my dad? All right. Keep telling me what videos you prefer. Bedroom. Oh, okay. It's going quite fast. Wow. Whoa. Can't keep up. Is it as fast on your screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 50-50.
Yeah. So, well, yes, guys, you're always going to get a lot of what I ate in a day videos from me because I just love to vlog those days. I love to share the food with you. I love to show you meal inspiration. I love to show you me reviewing. Oh my God, we could so do a live nut butter review right now, but we'll do it next time. In a second, babe. Wait. I just give me like 5 or 10 minutes. Is that right? Someone asked about my dad, and because there's no way my dad's watching this, by the way. He doesn't even know what I do. The rest of my family do. My dad's kind of out of the picture a bit. He's like very traditional Persian. And he was like, Miles, are you still making videos? And I was like, yes, Dad, it's my job. And he also didn't believe me that this tattoo was real. And he thought it was like a sticker. And so like the third and fourth time, he was like, Miles, when are you going to take that sticker off? And I was like, Dad, it's a real tattoo. And he was like, ha, ha, ha. And then the next time he was like, Miles, when are you going to take it off? And I was like, Dad, it's a real tattoo. And he was like, you filthy thing, you filthy animal. Like literally. But having said that, I'm not going to be scared to talk about this because I know he's not watching this video. I have experienced a lot of Bali vlogs yes, they were Lizzie. Lizzie, can't wait to see you tomorrow. More Bali vlogs coming. I'm going to go back to Bali this year with all my friends, hopefully. But yeah, I think my relationship with my dad, like I've spoken about this in previous videos. Maybe I haven't named him, but I definitely talked a lot about physical and mental abuse, which I know is a touchy subject, but like I'm just going to cover this briefly. The person I was talking about in all of those videos was my father. Very, very, very bad physical and mental abuse. I would say that the mental scarred me much more than the physical. And of course, I was in professional sport, and to him, I was kind of his commodity to earn him money with my big contracts before I got injured. And then when I got injured, I was his damaged commodity, didn't want to know me anymore. And it's strange because, you know, growing up, he was the person that, yeah, he showed me love, but also gave me a lot of abuse growing up. And some of the scars I still carry around with me as an adult, you know, mentally. But I think my relationship with him is the best it's ever been in my life. And I know a lot of people can't understand that. And they kind of think, why would you even talk to someone? Why would you even entertain someone in your life that has bruised you both mentally and physically? And the honest answer is because I love him. I love him. I just love him. I see him as a very damaged soul, and I know that he is a very broken person, and by no means am I excusing what he did to me. There are some things that are very, very, very criminal, which I would never say on camera, but I love him because the only way for me to have a relationship with him was to forgive and to move on. And I love the fact that at the end of the day, like I said, love is the most healing thing forever. And also for me, it wasn't healthy to hold on to that much anger towards someone. So a big part of my growth, both physically, mentally, spiritually, was forgiveness. And now we have an amazing relationship. Not an amazing relationship as in like we sit and talk, because that's not going to happen. But when we see each other, we hug. He gets very emotional. I think he knows some of the things he put me through, but just can't voice it. And that's how it is. I show him unconditional love because I can see that he needs it. And that's what I try and show everyone. Yeah, my good friend Miss Plant is saying he loves you, but sometimes parents are damaged too. Exactly. And I really think one thing I want to tap on is a lot of kids are abused as kids. Yeah. A lot of youngsters are abused, and they can either grow up and you can repeat that cycle, or you can break that cycle. And I feel like it's very easy for some people to slip back into the habits that they were taught. and it really takes a lot of soul searching and maybe going through that pain to realize, like, no way, like I would not repeat that cycle. And I know for me, it would be impossible. Like, the cycle stops here. I would never, yeah. For me, it's all about love. Iodine. How do I get enough iodine on my diet? Honest answer is that I don't supplement with iodine. Usually I take, I put iodized salt on my food. And I put a lot of salt on my food. Like, guys, let me tell you, do you actually like know what? Yeah. There's salty food and then there's my food. Like, I would order salty food in a restaurant and put more salt on top. And the salt I use is iodized, so that's how I get my iodine. If you're not having any salt in your diet, then I would definitely recommend taking a supplement or eating nori, because iodine, however you want to say it, is very, very important. Not just for vegans, but for everyone. How much salt? Like a teaspoon. More like a ladle. More like a truckload. We miss Aslan. Aslan's actually in Turkey right now. I bet you're not as salty as Kyle Fraser. I don't get that. What? Do you mean Kyle was in my friend Kyle? Why is he salty? Does he like salt? I love Kyle, but I don't know what you mean. Do I ever get cramp? I was talking about this the other day. I've got all the things, guys. You're so in tune with me. Right, so story time, guys. When I used to be in professional sport, I used to cramp a lot. And then when I changed my diet to a much more higher potassium diet, things like a lot more avocados. I went through a stage of eating like 4 avocados a day. Don't forget, I was an elite athlete, so I needed a lot of calories. Coconut water, bananas, dates. They used to give us these shitty like energy sachets to squirt in our mouths for energy when we were competing in hot climates. And I substituted that for dates, which also contain potassium. And after that, I never cramped. So like a high, really, honestly, for athletes, I really think one of the best things you can do is eat a high fruit diet. Am I saying to eat like fully raw or fruitarian or raw till fork? No. But I do personally think, and I've noticed, I still train, not like I used to, like an athlete, but I still train and sweat a lot. And I never cramp anymore, apart from during certain things. But yeah, I eat such a high potassium diet now because I eat a high fruit diet. And magnesium is also very important. Thanks again, my friend just pointed that out. I also supplement with magnesium. Magnesium really helps with cramps. Magnesium is basically nature's tranquilizer. And yeah, the reason I take it is not really for cramps, because I don't get cramps anymore because I solved that through my diet, even though I sweat a lot during exercise. I take it for anxiety. Magnesium really, really helps with anxiety as well. Even though I'm still an anxious wreck, like most of the time, it does really, really help. The fact that you are mentioning fish and organ meats on a vegan channel is disappointing. What? Do you understand that?
No, it was regarding someone else.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something I'd said. Don't worry. Is liquid gold getting distribution from the United States? Yes, we ship to everywhere in the United States. Link down below. The reason that we don't control the shipping price. The shipping price is high because to order anything to the States that is heavy, our jars are big. Big. Do you want to get me a jar? Our jars are big, and so therefore they're heavy. So the shipping cost, we don't earn from the shipping cost. It just costs a lot. So what we're working on is getting our own warehouse in the States, and then the shipping price will come down for you guys. So this is how big the jars are. They're 650 grams, kind of big. I go through this in what?
2 days.
I went through this jar in 2 days, guys. I'm not, by the way, I was going to say I'm not proud of this. I'm very proud of this. But this is pretty much empty, and I opened this 2 days ago. My girlfriend did help me, but it's not something to be proud of, guys. I have problems, I admit. I need therapy, I need rehab. And right now, I feel like I need a slurping sound effect. It just feels wrong to drink without a slurping sound effect.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good. Are you human? Questionable. Questionable. Have I tried CBD without the THC? I'm assuming you're saying yes. It didn't work, guys. Story time. Let me tell you. And 1 second, babe. Sorry. Stop eating all of your products. Leave some for the rest of us, guys. I can't control myself. Right, we had thousands of jars in stock before they all sold out. But let me tell you, the reason we're always sold out is because I'm the one that's eating it all. It's in here. It's in I Am Just Tahini. The reason we're always sold out is because I keep eating it all the thousands of jars. I'm just gonna admit it right now. What was someone just asking about that I wanted to talk about? Can I go up in the chat? Yes, CBD without the THC. Now, I'm just gonna put it out there. I tried CBD. I'm gonna be completely open and authentic with this. I was offered a lot of money, by a couple of CBD companies to promote their products, which I said I would, which you guys never saw me do, because I didn't end up promoting them, because I said to them, no matter how much money you pay me, I'm not going to promote a product to my audience that doesn't work. And the reason that I was trying CBD was for anxiety. It did nothing for me without the THC. So therefore I didn't promote it and I didn't take the money for it, because hopefully you know by now I don't promote stupid things on this channel that everyone else promotes, like vegan bundles every 5 minutes and Four Sigmatic. It's not going to happen no matter how much they offer to pay me. So yeah, I tried CBD without the THC. Is it TCH? THC? THC. It didn't work. That's why I use marijuanas sometimes for medical reasons, because for those of you that don't know, I sound like vegan gains then. For those of you that don't know, that's how he starts every video, I swear. I love him though. Like, I really love vegan gains. He's awesome. Yeah, I take it because I am on pain medication. I have nerve damage where I had one of my adrenal glands taken out. That was the wrong side. It's this side. Why am I showing you that side? And it's really bad. And I'm on pain medication for that. And it's very strong. The medication comes with a lot of side effects. I want to come off it. And supplementing some of the medication with marijuana has really helped, because it works in a very similar way. And even my doctor in the UK, even though it's not legal here, has said he wished, hold on guys, has wished that CBD, sorry, not CBD, that weed was legal in the UK so that he could prescribe it to me. I think it's just ridiculous that it's still illegal in the UK when some of the drugs that they dish out, especially antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, they are, even the pill for females, it can be, in my opinion, 1,000,000 times worse than something that's more natural from a plant and is not as addictive. So I use it not for recreational purposes. I use it for medicinal purposes. I do have medical conditions, multiple, no, I only have one. But yeah, without the THC, doesn't work for me. So I actually inhale the good green. All right, everyone's asking, is Jill, come on. Everyone's asking if Jill's vegan. Yes, she is vegan.
Hi, guys. Yeah.
Yes, she is. Are you vegan? Are you
I'm
fully
vegan.
vegan? She's fully vegan. She's fully vegan. She was vegan before me.
True.
You need to come a bit more on the camera, I feel like. Like, come a bit lower.
Lower?
Because you look like you're taller than me. Even though she's almost taller than me in real life. I'm like, what, 2 inches taller?
I don't know, like 6 centimeters, something like that.
2 inches, maybe. So yeah, Jill is vegan. How long have you been vegan for?
6 years.
6 years. And I've only been vegan for 5 years. So yeah. In fact, like I said, Jill was one of the people that I watched on YouTube before I was even vegan.
So surreal.
And then I didn't know that she knew me. And then she started watching me, and we realized we had a crush on each other. And then we realized that it wasn't just a crush. We had like a really deep connection. And yeah, that's how this crazy story started. And it's pretty amazing. I'm just going to answer this one quickly, then we can talk about us. How did I know I had an adrenal problem? Just to let you guys know, my adrenal problem wasn't just like adrenal fatigue, which I know some people like Unnatural Vegan and Abby Sharp continues to say,
it's not real.
Adrenal fatigue is not a real condition. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. It is. You can measure your levels of DHEA, whatever it's called, and cortisol. And yeah, you can definitely get burnt out adrenal glands, and you can do tests for it. Yeah. But mine was not adrenal fatigue. I had a tumor, an active tumor that needed to be removed. It's gone. I don't have adrenal fatigue. I just have one adrenal. Jill, you are so beautiful. She gives off positive vibes.
No.
Do you guys approve?
Sweet.
Guys, I need your guys' approval, because I know that my audience is mainly female, and usually when I film with my female friends, I feel like some people get a bit, I don't know what the word is, but like the fact that you guys have been, everyone's approving.
No.
The fact that you guys have been so.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
You guys are so sweet, honestly. Don't know what's that one. Yeah, the. Actually, we can. It comes up again. Oh my god, guys, you're killing me right now. You're killing me. She's my angel. Yeah, I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was. Babe, I'm just joking. I was anxious to put her on my channel because I know that with a mainly female audience, which is quite unusual for a male channel, I didn't know how you guys would react, but you guys have been so supportive, so loving, and it really, really means the world to me. So honestly, like, thank you from the bottom of my heart from both of us. And I just want to say, don't worry, like, this is not going to turn into a couples channel. If we ever wanted to do that, I would do that separately. This channel is still all gonna be about me, you best believe. But we are gonna review Nutbusters together and stuff like that. And you'll see here in some of my vlogs, obviously, because we're living together right now. And we're gonna film some crazy challenges together. So you're gonna see her, but the channel is still gonna be about me because everything's about me. Why is everyone asking, is Jill cool with Anna? Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Do you want to tell them? You want to tell them?
Yeah. We haven't met yet, but we have in contact for I think a couple of weeks now, a month or so. And I love Anna. I watched her videos for a while. I can't wait to meet her. And yeah, we are definitely cool.
Yeah, it really makes me happy that my best friend Anna, she's my best female friend. Obviously, I have my close male friends too, like Fitzy, Josh. You see them in my videos. But Anna is the closest person to me, friend-wise. So the fact that my closest female friend is also very, very close with the one that I'm in love with is a big thing for me, because that could have potentially, in some cases, caused a bit of friction, right? But it's like we all get on like one big happy family.
Yeah.
It's just all fun and games, guys. All fun and games. Has Jill gotten you to try meditation yet? No. Well, kind of.
Well, yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. We've been doing a few like spiritual things together.
Yep. Yeah, we have, and yeah, we haven't done like proper meditation for like an hour, but yeah.
I'm like easing in him.
She's easing me into it because I have a fear of meditation. I have a fear of. Jill's eyes are so beautiful. I agree. It's the first thing when I saw her at the airport. I was just like blown away. I was like blinded from her eyes. But wait, what were we talking about? I can't even remember now.
Meditation.
Meditation. I'm afraid of meditation because usually when I sit still is when my anxiety just cripples me, like cripples me. So I'm afraid of it, but she's easing me in slow. We've already done. Are we allowed to talk about rapping?
Yeah.
There's something we do called it's called rapé. Rapé.
Very good.
That you kind of snort up the nose. It's not, by the way, it's not a drug. It's ashes, right? Ashes and tobacco.
Yeah, it's a shamanic medicine.
Yeah, and it's like very. I feel like that was my first form of easing into a bit of meditation, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And the experience was pretty incredible, like really intense.
Yeah, and even just being fully present with each other is a form of meditation.
Yeah. Where is she from? Where are you from?
Germany.
Germany. Jill looks very European.
True.
Guys, if you had to guess let's just pretend you didn't know where I was from. Do I drink alcohol? No. Alcohol makes me feel like shit. I don't drink alcohol. If you guys didn't know where I was from, because I could actually be from anywhere, where would you guess I was from? Like, where would you actually think I was from? I want to know. Turkey. USA. Lebanon. Iraq. Ireland. Greece. Morocco. Italy. Turkey. Middle Eastern. Iran. Turkey.
Australia.
Italy. France. Morocco. Greek. Spain. Turkey. Italy. Italiano. Okay, I can be from anywhere, let's face it. Iceland. Algeria. A lot of people say Fitzy told me I looked Algerian the other day. Not the other day. He told me when we were in Bali, which is like the end of last year. And I couldn't understand it, but then I kind of realized it. I was like, do you know what? It's actually true. China. I mean, didn't want to say anything, but do I speak German? Ja? No. Do you want to answer that one? Zodiac signs. 100% approved. Thank you. Because guys, you guys are like, I know I didn't say this, like I don't get that personal with you guys, but like it means a lot that you guys are being so loving and approving and all the kinds of words.
Yeah.
What other words can I fill it with?
It speaks a lot about your audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they're really interested in you as a person and your happiness.
It really means a lot, guys. It really means a lot. Where does your anxiety coming from? Running out of fucking tahini. That's where it comes from. Look, what am I going to do tonight with this?
It's way too runny.
See? The last bit came out. What is both your height and weight? Well, I know I can tell you mine. My height is 1.78 m, which is 5'11", and I weigh 77 kilos. I know you don't know how much you weigh, but you're how tall are you? 175?
7'4".
7'4". She's tall. It's so funny because I was doing a podcast with Axel. Do you guys know Axel? My friend Axel? I'm pretty sure a lot of you know Axel. We did a podcast last year before me and Jill were like even a thing. And he asked me to like describe my type. You can go and listen to the podcast. If you go to Axel's channel, you'll find it. And I basically described like my perfect woman. And I basically just described her, like literally word for word. Not just in terms, I don't want to make it all about looks. We can clearly see how she looks. I'm just saying, like even the personality things, like confidence, right? Like owning yourself, like honesty, being genuine, having passion in life, all of giving people unconditional love, being understanding. Basically just describing you. Actual schmaxel. Where's Joey? Who the fuck is Joey? How did you meet? Okay, so many people. Do I know Joey Carbstrong? I know of Joey Carbstrong. We're not friends, as in I don't dislike him. I don't know anything about him. I know who he is, but we've never communicated. How Has Jill watched you answering everything video? Oh, the one that we watched last night? Maybe? Assumptions? Do you guys mean assumptions? So many people are asking how old Aslan is. Okay, Aslan is now 11, which is pretty unbelievable. I can't believe it. I feel like he's still 4. I feel like it was yesterday that I was changing his nappies. Jill and Aslan are already best friends, which was obviously a deal breaker for me. Because if Aslan didn't approve, she would have been kicked out. You already knew that though, right?
I knew that.
She knew that.
But he loves me.
Aslan loves her. So we talk about zodiac signs.
Yeah.
So I'm an Aquarius.
Obviously.
A very, very typical Aquarius, apparently. And you are a Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Sagittarius.
Whoa.
I see. I'm new to all of this stuff. This is her thing. But I'm like new to all of this stuff. Everyone's asking for Aslan. Guys, this channel's about me. Aslan keeps stealing my thunder. Not fair.
There was a question about whether I had amenorrhea.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, I actually did. I didn't have my period for 3 years, I think. And for me, as you said before, it was not just about diet. It was mainly about addressing trauma that I had in regards to femininity and sexuality. And really that internal healing provided a space for me where I can also like allow my body to heal. And
comments. So you guys are too sweet.
So
I can't deal with
sweet.
it. Carry on.
Yeah, like get into a space of healing on all levels, and that allowed me to get my period back while still like maintaining the same diet pretty much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And honestly, like the way that Jill and I are both eating at the moment is not fully raw, but like high raw.
Mm-hmm. With lots of tahini. And
lots of tahini, and we've been eating like at least a jar every day. Last night we opened a jar of pecan nut butter like 2 nights ago. It's gone.
Pecan nut butter, guys. Oh my god.
Last night we opened a jar of walnut butter, and that's almost already gone as well. What's Jill doesn't do YouTube anymore, but her channel is jiliciousjourney. It's the same as her Instagram, jiliciousjourney. I'll put it in the description box down below. If I forget, remind me. But yeah, I think it's a really important point, especially because I know most of you that are watching are female, that getting a period back, as Jill just said, it is about fueling your body adequately with the right types of nourishing foods and enough calories. And of course, like everyone's is different. Of course, Jill's is different to the next person. She's tall, you might be short. Some people exercise, some people don't. But it's also about stress and mindset.
Yeah. And having a healthy relationship with your body in general, with your femininity.
Yeah. Aquarius is the intelligent sign. Yes, it is. Are you Joey? Why does everyone keep asking about Joey? I don't get it. How tall is Jill? 5'9".
Oh, Jill inspired me to go vegan years ago.
What's my religion? Tahini. Oh, thoughts on All In. Some of you are rude. All right, I'm going to talk about All In. I think we've both got a lot to say. Well, I've got a lot to say about this. The thing is, there are 2 ways of doing it. If you want to look at a healthy way of doing All In, I would definitely go and recommend watching my good friend, one of my best friend's channels. You all know Amanda, Apples and Amanda's is her channel. No, she's changed it. It's now Amanda Sevilla. She is a registered dietitian. For the person that's asking my opinion on John Venus, I spoke about that earlier in the video, and this video is going to be saved on my channel, so you can go back and watch it. I don't want to bore everyone else that's already watched it. But in terms of All In, like Amanda did it in a very healthy way. I don't think All In is the best thing for most people. I think going from one extreme to an extreme of just eating 5,000-6,000 calories a day, I also do not personally believe that that's healthy for the body. And it's such a drastic shock and takes a big adjustment. Do you need to up your calories if you are not having a period? Yes, most probably in most circumstances. But I think going from one extreme to the next is pretty ridiculous to me. I don't agree with the way that Stephanie Buttermore did it completely. And I also think, again, it's her journey. Like, I support it. If she's happy, I'm happy. I wish she was doing it on whole plant foods, but some people don't seem to have an ethical conscience, unfortunately. But I think it's also one thing I want to bring up is that for girls that are underweight and you're thinking about going all in, especially if you've previously had an eating disorder, it's actually very, very dangerous. If you are underweight, if you have been severely calorie restricting, you can get refeeding syndrome and you can die. If your body is used to getting very little calories, if your body fat is very low, and then you suddenly go do what she did, eat 4,000 calories a day, 5,000 calories a day, the insulin surges that you can get can kill you. It's called refeeding syndrome. Go and look it up. I'm very, very disappointed that not enough professionals, especially certain ones that I've delivered tapes to and are very supportive of this, haven't spoken about this enough, because it is dangerous for girls that are very underweight. So I support all in to some extent and for some people, but it's definitely not for everyone. Yeah.
I think in general, it can be good to be more flexible with food and like to allow yourself to and allow the body to take up more space, whatever that means, and be more intuitive.
Yeah. Pizza or ice cream? Pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza. Would you do ashwagandha over marijuana? I probably should be doing ashwagandha to support my remaining adrenal gland. That's something I think we've already spoken about. And there is actually ashwagandha in some of the Viva Life products. You can check. Again, this is not an advert for Viva Life, but like the link is down below. They put shrooms in pretty much all of their things right now, as in the edible kind. So yeah, anyone that is having adrenal fatigue, which yes, does exist, despite what some eggheads might say, it's really ashwagandha can be really helpful. Will this video be saved? Yes, it will be on my channel, so you can come back and watch it if you missed the beginning. I talked about a lot of stuff. Favorite ice cream flavor? We both agree on this. Hazelnut. Nocciola. Nocciola. Should we be expecting more videos with you and Jill? Yes, like I said, this channel's not going to change. I don't like those people that like build an audience and then they're like, hey, this is a couples channel. Like, no, this is not a couples channel. This is all about me. This is Healthy Crazy Fool all the way. But we are going to do some challenges together. I didn't mean that. But we've already discussed that. I didn't mean that in a rude way. Is that, you know, she has her own thing going on. You can go and follow her on Instagram. It's pretty amazing what she does. And we might do a video together, maybe talking about some of the, like, Jill works a lot with like energetic work and is really into spirituality and spiritual healing. And honestly, even in the short time we've been together, certain aspects of it have really started to heal me, right? I hope. There is hope for me, apparently. But yeah, we are going to do some challenges together. And probably in my full days of eating, you'll see Jill at some point, just because I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm filming now, dive behind the camera. But it's still going to be about me, because I'm a bit of an attention seeker, apparently. Is there a sound you like more than the crack of watermelon? No. 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 Any tip? Ooh. Back to black hair. She prefers me with blonde hair. It's just the way it is. So it's the way it's going to be.
Guys, your comments, seriously, you're the sweetest.
Would I give up tahini for Jill?
Ooh.
Ooh. This is live as well. Shit. Yes, I would.
What?
Yeah, I would. If push came to shove, I would.
Wow.
So that should tell you something, guys. Yeah. What videos do you guys want to see from me next week? I know what they're all going to say. Oh, you paused. Did I pause?
No, just because you hesitated to answer.
Oh. Well, obviously I hesitated. What the fuck do you expect? I hear bells. What kind of bells? What kind of bells are you talking about? Is that natural hair? What, my hair or her hair?
Mine is natural.
Her, yeah.
Yours is not.
Mine is natural hair, as in this is my hair, like thick curly hair, but it's blonde. Like I've dyed it blonde. Clearly, you can see my black roots coming through. So sweet. Baking with Mars, guys. I've decided. Do you know what? Do you actually know what? Yeah. I'm never going to do a Baking with Miles again without being high, because that was just so much fun. I don't know if you guys have watched my last Baking with Miles, but it was very fun to bake whilst getting baked. These cherries are insane. An opinions video. I like the fact that I started the whole my unpopular vegans opinion tag on YouTube, and then certain people like pretended it was their own idea. Love that. Just be original, guys. By the way, I'm not talking about my friends. You know who my friends are. A lot of people that I'm friends with have done it too. And of course, I'm not being it like in that way. Like I've taken inspiration from other people's videos, but like if you copy someone's original idea, like at least give them credit. I don't understand that. Will you ever collab with Gaz? I would love to collab with Gaz. We did actually talk about it during lockdown, because I feel like I'm such a professional chef that I could probably just teach him so much. I'm kidding. Like, yeah, I think it would be quite funny to do a baking video where, like, because he's obviously like an actual professional chef, and I just go with the flow. But yeah, I love Gaz, and we hopefully in the future we'll see. I haven't actually spoken to him in a while. Can you bake something with tahini in it? I'll always bake something with tahini in it. How did you find each other? Do you want to answer that? Do you want to tell them what you saw through the camera when you started watching me? Go on.
So yeah, YouTube. I don't even know when I started watching your videos. I think maybe about 2 years ago. And strangely, I always just felt so connected with you just by watching your videos. And I saw something like beyond what you were portraying. And yeah, I don't know, like it's so strange. Like 2 nights ago, we were sitting here watching back old videos, and it's like,
oh my god, it was number one, it was cringe, but also it was memories. Yeah.
Yeah, mindfuck to be here with you now. Like I remember watching so many videos with this kitchen in the background, and then sitting here and having you in front of me and having this amazing time together. Like, wow.
Aren't you from Hamburg? Yeah, she is from Hamburg.
Yeah.
She's actually from some other kind of planet. Like she's definitely not human.
Well, you aren't either.
True. Weed Brownies video, Baking with Miles, coming soon, my friends. Coming soon. Coming soon. Favorite breakfast recipe? Grab a big watermelon, cut it in half, go to town. Then if you get hungry, open a jar of peanut butter, grab a spoon, go to town. And then make a proper meal later in the day. That's what happens with me every day because I'm that lazy sometimes. So were you guys friends before you started dating? I'd say no. I feel like yes, but at the same time, I feel like we knew why we were messaging, right? Like it wasn't just like, oh hey, how's it, like let's hang out someday. Like we knew why we were messaging, right?
I knew.
She knew.
I didn't know that you knew.
I knew. But also, like I said,
away for months.
Yeah, I had such bad commitment issues that I pushed her away for like almost a year before I finally accepted, okay, Miles, you have this amazing human being that you connect with on so many levels in front of you. What the fuck are you afraid of? And I knew exactly what I was afraid of, but we just had to take the leap. I had to take the leap, and it's been amazing.
Can you guys adopt me?
She does reduce my anxiety. Even though I had like a full-on anxiety attack right before this video. I actually did, right? Kind of. We were doing a little cacao ceremony. By ceremony, I mean we made cacao and drank it. No, it was a bit more deep than that. We're trying to meditate. And I was having really, really bad anxiety. Not about this video. Like, I love this stuff. This is for me. I just feel like I'm just talking to my friends, literally. But I just get really bad. I think it's called somatic anxiety, when my body just shakes. It's just an aftershock of the adrenal condition that I have had. But yeah, she does calm my anxiety. Are you guys official? Yes, we are official. If she wasn't official, she wouldn't be on this camera with me. I'm not that stupid to just play games with you guys like that. Favorite country to visit together? Hawaii.
Why?
I said that earlier. We want to go and visit Christina there, or at least go and say hi and eat fruit with her. Will you invite us all to your wedding? Can you imagine live stream wedding? Oh, I thought it was music. What's her Insta? Guys, I'll put all the links down below once I've like ended this and posted it, because this will be posted on my channel, so you can come back and watch. Wait, so did you visit Christina when she was in Texas? No, we haven't met in real life yet. We just really, really good, like, good friends. Are you both bilingual? She is. She speaks a lot of languages. I speak English, some Russian. I forgot most of it. I understand Persian, all the bad words and stuff. And I speak gibberish.
Have you seen each other before you were in a relationship?
No, never have we seen each other. We do have eyes. Oh, they probably mean in person. Well, I don't know how to answer that because we're in person now. Do you watch Ellen Fisher? I love Ellen Fisher. Ellen's awesome.
Yeah, love her.
Yeah, really love Ellen. I feel like she's an amazing mother. She's an inspiration to both of us, actually, I think, watching her channel.
Yeah.
I think she looks after her kids amazingly. I think she feeds them a very, very nutrient-dense diet.
We recently also spoke about like how beautiful she is talking about birth and like not making it this horrible, painful experience, but talking about it in a natural and beautiful way. It's really inspirational.
Yeah, she's an amazing human, and again, she's one of the YouTubers that actually reached out to me and said that she really loved my videos and loved my vibe, and it really, really meant a lot to me because, again, I've watched her for like 10 years. She's awesome. I'm not answering that one. What kind of music do we both love? We love pretty similar music. I'm really into like 90s music, hip hop, R&B, but I also like my favorite artist of all time, Nelly Furtado. My favorite artist of all time, all of her music. Biggie Smalls, Tupac. I love Madonna, a lot of old Madonna songs. We're listening to Frozen in the car the other day. We drove to Cornwall the other day, 5 hours there, 6 hours there, stayed there for 2 days, 6-hour drive back.
But it was worth it.
It was worth it, and we had music the whole way.
Yeah.
It's sick. We really, really vibe. TLC, of course. Outkast, of course. I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but that's like my favorite Outkast song ever. Aaliyah or Outkast? Aaliyah. I think you'd say Outkast, wouldn't you? Aaliyah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Aaliyah song?
I don't know. Like them all. Have you been to Germany?
Yes, I've been to Germany many times. Favorite childhood food? Marmite on toast. Guys, I lived on Marmite on toast until I was about 14, until I left to go to the States. I was such a fussy eater. Bear in mind, at the time, I was already playing tennis for Great Britain, and my diet consisted mainly of Marmite on toast because I was so fussy. The good thing is Marmite has a lot of B12 in it, so maybe that's why I was athletic. That's not the right way to finish that sentence. But basically, it worked for me. I was a fussy kid, really bad. Food you miss since being vegan? I don't miss anything. I don't miss anything at all. Do you?
Nothing. No.
In fact, one of the things I will say, and this is not to throw shade at anyone, I know you're all going to think I'm talking directly about John because he's the most recent one, but I'm talking about all ex-vegans, is that I personally, I mean, I'm an ethical vegan. Jill's an ethical vegan. Obviously, we do it for health too, but like I think the foundation is ethics, right?
100%.
It's us taking responsibility for what is the best thing we can do as humans for this planet that we don't own, that we share with everyone else, right? I really don't understand the mindset of selfish people in this world. I just don't get it. And I'm just going to say that I don't care what other people think. It's just my opinion. But being vegan is the least we can do. But one thing I wanted to say is I just can't comprehend, like, the thought of actually eating flesh again makes me want to vomit. Like the thought of eating chicken or fish I'm just repulsed by it. Again, I'm not saying that people that eat those foods are disgusting. Like, I know everyone's on their own journey, and I understand that a lot of people that watch me are not vegan. That's fine. Like, as long as you are trying to incorporate more plant foods in your diet, then I'm totally supportive of that. But I personally, like, even if I had health issues, which I'm sorry, but like all of the excuses that I've heard so far for not being vegan, I don't think that any of them are valid. Maybe a couple of them. There are a couple of people who are the exceptions that we've spoken about. But I think some of the excuses I've heard are just absolute bullshit. It's just like people stop caring and I can't understand it. But even if I've ever had a health problem that I thought was due to veganism, which again wouldn't happen because I'm not an idiot that eats a restrictive vegan diet, and I supplement with what I need to supplement with, i.e. B12, which most people need anyway. It's not just vegans. I still can't imagine eating flesh. Like, the thought of it just absolutely repulses me. I don't know if you guys agree with me. It's just my opinion. It's how I feel.
Can't ever imagine to ingest any kind of suffering, like, building into my body.
Yeah, agreed. Is that your sister? No, it's my girlfriend. What do you think about intermittent fasting? I think we both actually intermittent fast, kind of by default though, right?
Yeah.
We both intermittent fast by default. We have a very similar pattern with eating. As you guys, as you guys know, if you've watched my, if you've watched my full days of eatings, which I know you guys love, and there's many, many more coming up, is that I just naturally intermittent fast. And I openly say in my videos sometimes that my first meal can be at 3 p.m. And there's nothing wrong with that because I can eat at 3, then I can eat at 6, and then I can eat my last meal at sometimes 11 p.m. That's just what works for me. Sometimes I'll just have 2 bigger meals during the day. I even went through a phase where it was kind of for experiment where I did OMAD and it was just 1 meal a day, but I will eat when I get hungry. I don't force myself. I don't count macros. I don't count calories. I mean, that's kind of contradictory to things I've said in the past, actually, because I have said that I don't really rely on my intuition because I have messed my body up so much with bad eating patterns and drugs in the past. So my intuition is not the best. But having said that, like, I'm not going to force myself to eat if I'm really not hungry. Like, if it gets to like 3, 4 p.m. and I'm still not hungry, then I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to nourish myself. And I'm always down for eating. We both basically intermittent fast. I think it's very good for you metabolically. It's very good for increasing the intestinal production of growth hormone in your stomach, which is very good for anti-aging. And I think a lot of people confuse intermittent fasting with restriction. Intermittent fasting has nothing to do with restriction. You can eat as much as you want. It just basically means that you don't eat in the morning. That works for some people.
Yeah.
For other people, it doesn't, and that's fine. Just do whatever works for you. As long as you're getting in enough calories and enough good food, it really doesn't matter, in my opinion, when you eat it. It all comes down to personal preference, right?
Totally, yeah. Also depends on whether you prefer having smaller meals during the day or like bigger meals. And I think both of us are
Yeah, we both
The latter.
eat big meals. Like we both, when we eat like we eat big meals, rather than snacking throughout the day. Did you ever have an ED at any point in your life? Yes, I did. A very, very bad one, but I've talked about that before. Are Jill's videos still on YouTube? What's her channel, please? I'll leave all of her, like I said, information down below in the description box. Once I've posted this video, it is going to be posted on my channel. And then, yeah. What do I think about... Have I ever been to New York? Yes, and I love it. I played the US Open there for tennis. There was just a question above. I can't remember what it was. Oh, medical medium. Medical medium. What do I think of the medical medium? I think I've spoken about this before. In my opinion, I don't know. I think the reason his diet works for a lot of people is because a lot of people believe it's going to work for them. And I think that in itself is a really big thing. But at the same time, the diet that he does promote is a very nutrient-dense diet. And you have to remember that a lot of the people that are curing their health problems with medical medium protocol, whatever you want to call it, they are coming from chronic health problems and they're eating a very bad standard American diet. Typically, you know, a lot of dairy, wheat, oil, sugar, you know, refined crap, and then you come onto whole plant foods. It's a bit of a no-brainer that your health is going to improve, that your skin is going to improve. That being said, I do think that things like celery juice on an empty stomach is a healthy thing. Like, it's not for everyone, but
I was following his supplement recommendations when I was struggling with adrenal fatigue and Lyme disease. And
yeah, she had Lyme disease last year and it really helped her.
Yeah, I was going the all-natural route with just diet and supplements and herbs and sauna and everything and fasting as well. And that definitely helped me. So yeah, I love his stuff.
How do you get enough vitamin E in your diet? Eat a lot of almonds and avocados. And I eat a lot of almonds and avocados every single day, right? It's pretty much like opinion on starch solution and high carb, low fat.
Ooh, don't get me started.
Don't get me started. I'll end this chat right now. High carb, low fat so much I don't really have a problem with anymore. It's the starch solution. I just think it's the most boring fucking way of eating ever. Like, why would you just want to eat dry food? There's not even enough fruit involved. Like, I personally can't even imagine eating lower fat if I was allowed to eat a lot of fruit. But even the starch solution is like, focus. I'm not a starchy person. Like, I don't thrive on starch. I prefer a lot of fruit, a lot of fat, a lot of greens, that kind of thing. Of course, I love my sweet potatoes, but you know what I mean. What type of magnesium do I recommend for anxiety? I wouldn't recommend magnesium citrate, which is the one that is usually found in stores, because it basically just works as a laxative and goes straight through you. I'd recommend getting chelated magnesium or magnesium glycinate. You can find magnesium glycinate online pretty easily. And that is really, really good for anxiety because it's like nature's tranquilizer. It's also helpful for cramps, like we talked about earlier. What was your history with drugs? This video is completely demonetized already, so I may as well. When I say drugs, I don't mean hardcore things. I've never tried anything hardcore, really. But my problem was with prescription pills, so things like Valium, diazepam, Xanax, sedatives, essentially, because I had such bad anxiety and such high abnormal adrenaline from the adrenal disease that I had, which is now why one of them is taken out. So yeah, I got hooked on sedatives, and it lasted many, many years, and almost killed me, if I'm being honest. I want to hear you speak Russian. Я говорю немного по-русски. No, tiny bit of Russian. I've lost it. Только немного. But I understand. I used to speak like almost fluent, and I can read the script of Russian as well. I need to get it back. There's an app that our friend Josh was telling us about for languages. I'm gonna get back into Russian, and then I will do a full video in Russian. I'll pick it up really quickly again. Because I pretty much understand it if someone was to speak to me. I've just lost how to speak it. Did you gain weight during isolation? First of all, someone's saying, are you guys high? No, we're not.
No.
She doesn't smoke marijuana. I do for medicinal reasons, and we're not. High on life, yes.
Yes.
What was the other question I just wanted to answer? I mentioned it out loud. Did I gain weight during isolation? Surprisingly, no. Even though I feel like a lot of people, I did go through a stage. I wouldn't call it binge eating, but definitely comfort eating, which I feel like was a natural thing for a lot of people. But I didn't gain weight because I still exercised, and I guess on the days when I did essentially binge eat or just eat too much, the next day I just was naturally not that hungry. So yeah. What happened with you supporting and working with MyProtein? I just don't work with companies that sell crap products, so that's why I work with Viva Life. Just saying. And you should all try the salted caramel. Just saying, like, it's actually my crack. I'm actually addicted. Actually can't get enough. Give me some of that. Give me all of that. Can you do a starch solution day of eating? If you guys want to see that, give me a thumbs up. I was thinking about doing like going fruitarian as a challenge, but I feel like the starch solution would be even more difficult for me.
That would definitely be more of a challenge.
Just because it's so bland, it's so boring. I just don't get it. Don't get it. Just joined. Who's the girl? Sorry. This is my girlfriend. We feel like that word doesn't do it justice.
No.
We feel like we need to find another word, but we're not sure what it is. If you guys have girlfriend. God, they all want me to do the bloody starch solution. You guys just want to see me suffer.
You could definitely do that for a day.
Yeah.
Soulmate.
Can you eat like cheap late? Don't know who that is.
Buddy.
Huh?
Everyone's sending recommendations.
Buddy, wifey, miss,
Queen.
your queen. She is my queen. Soulmate, twin flame, fiance. Do you live together now? We are currently living together, yes. But obviously Jill is from Germany. That's where her life has been so far. But we are living together currently. That's all I can say. And probably we're living together currently. Alright guys, it's been an hour and 45 minutes. So last couple of questions and we're going to wrap it up. Wrap it up before you smack it. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I want to see how you get creative on the starch solution. How do you even get creative on the starch solution? You just eat rice and veggies. I mean, potatoes. Instant Pot.
She's one lucky lady.
What B12 do you recommend? The one that's linked down below, because it's a great form and you just squirt it in your mouth. Yeah. Any supplement suggestions for depression? Again, magnesium, amazing. Serotonin has certain building blocks in the brain, and without magnesium, you can't even produce serotonin. Many people are deficient in magnesium without even knowing it. And also, one of the things that drains magnesium from your body is stress. So if you are stressed, you just need extra anyway. Magnesium is a big one.
Yeah, and for anyone who's struggling with anxiety and depression, I would suggest you get into meditation and breath work. And journaling.
Journaling, yes, that's another thing. How do you make good cacao? She made the cacao. How did you make it?
I just used ceremonial cacao from, I think it was from Peru, and just melted in warm water. That was the way we did it. But you can also add some coconut sugar, cinnamon, chili, stuff like that. But this is for cacao ceremonies.
What to do when you... Oh dear. Resistance training. Yeah. I love resistance training. I didn't do any during lockdown. It was really annoying because I actually started to build more muscle. Like my natural build is like more lean. Like I have very long arms, like an airplane, and then more muscular legs from tennis. But I really started to like put on a bit more muscle. I'm never going to be big. I don't want to be big either. Before lockdown, then lockdown happened. Did zero resistance. Just cycled every day, just for mental health, just to get a sweat going. Really helped me mentally. But I'm going to get back into resistance training soon. Oh, left or right side of the bed. That's a big one for us.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what side I am. There's no way they're going to guess. But it's like I have to, they're going to guess from the way we're sitting.
Well, now it's obvious.
No, okay. I'm right side of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
She's left side of the bed. And last night I was last night I was having nightmares, and apparently I was like hitting her in my sleep. Not hitting, but like I kept pushing, I kept nudging. I was like, I was having a nightmare like every 2 seconds. Advice for overeating on whole foods. It's coming from a place of you're needing to fill a void, which has nothing to do with food.
Yeah, or numbing emotions.
Numbing emotions. So, and you need to work out where it's coming from. What are you trying to fix? I've done this before. You've done this. We've been through, you know, I've done this with drugs. I've done this with food. I've done this with other things. Sex. I've done it with things that numb you. So, you know, my friend, you need to work on the underlying cause.
Yeah, it can be so helpful to actually sit with the uncomfortable emotions and get used to like opening up and telling yourself that it is safe to feel whatever is present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are Viva Life products so expensive? Just poor student trying to get the goods. Well, that's why they developed Ritual. If you haven't already checked, check the link down below. They've now created Ritual, which is the same as Perform, but it doesn't have all the additional things like turmeric, the mushrooms, all of the superfoods. It's basically just good quality protein. Comes in vanilla and chocolate, and it's literally, I think it's almost like half the price.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually tastes even better. The vanilla one is just bomb. So you can, yeah, they are aware. But again, good quality products cost more money. If you go and buy something like from My Protein, you're going to get what you pay for. You're going to get something that tastes like you're going to get something that doesn't taste the best if it's the vegan range. I can't comment on the rest of their range. Yeah. We'll do a live nut butter taste test next time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, all the watermelon.
That's what we will crack into.
I need to know why you're obsessed with the 90s, because I'm a 90s kid. What do you expect? Anyway.
All
right, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Do I just press end now and then we can save it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to love you and leave you. Next week, I feel like I'm doing my outro in my videos now. Next week, we'll be back in the kitchen, cooking up a storm, sending you all so much love, and I'll see you on the next video. Laters. That's like my outro every single time. But honestly, guys, I'm sending you all so much love. But they're asking how old... You've been asking how old Jill is the whole way through. She's 25, 26 this year. So yeah, I'm sending you all so much love. Next week, you will see me doing another day in the life, full day of eating, all that kind of stuff, and some other exciting stuff coming up soon. And yeah, sending you all so much love. And I'll see you on the next video. Laters.